Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Dear our lovely students, how are you doing? Good. Today we are going to teach you English very well. Are you ready? But before, I want to tell you that if you don't want to come and learn with others at Chimirongo, you are not going to speak it better. If you don't want to follow our lessons each and every evening, you are not going to speak English better. Try to follow and respect those three things that I am talking about. Gerageza ibyo bintu bitatu mvuze. Kuza kwiga kuri Zoom, kuza kwiga mu ishuri, no kuza kwiga ahangaha kuri YouTube. Nta handi wasanga amasomo meza ateguye neza nk'aha hantu. I tell you the truth. You will never get the lessons that are very important to you. Anywhere will you get these lessons except this place. Nta handi uzayasanga pe, ndakubwiza ukuri. Then kugira ngo uzakure confusion, uzikuremo confusion mu cyongereza, tekereza bakubwiye ngo urashaka kurya iki, what do you want to eat now? Ugahita uvuga ngo I want to eat kitchen. I want to eat kitchen. Do you see the problem, my friend? Because you don't know how to differentiate kitchen and chicken. Washaka kuvuga ngo ndashaka kurya inkoko, ukabwira umuntu ngo I want to eat kitchen. That will be a very big problem. Kizaba ikibazo gikomeye. Please come and learn how to differentiate words in English. Good pronunciation of English. Ngwino wige uko icyongereza kivugwa neza. Hari uzakwigisha kubwira ngo that is kitchen. Inkoko rero yitwa kitchen. Yashaka kukubwira ko yitwa chicken. That is a problem. Yes. Kuko bivuze ngo I want to eat kitchen, ushaka kurya igikoni. How can you eat kitchen, please? Ni gute warya igikoni mu byukuri? Yes, then, for example, rice and lice. We have that story. Iyo story turayifite y'umuntu wageze America, ageze muri restaurant, baramubwira bati ukeneye iki se tukwakire gute? Ahita aravuga ati ngiye nimumpereze lice. I need lice. Kandi lice ni inda nyinshi, my dear. I need lice. Barumirwa bati how come this man needs lice? Then he was mistaken by that time. He could say, I need the rice. Because there is a difference between lice and rice. Lice ni inda nyinshi. Lice. Rice ni umuceri. Rero ngwino wige hano utandukanye ibintu. Ugasanga umuntu ari kuvuga ngo I'm going to lead this book. Let me lead this book. Lead ni ukuyobora. It's better to say let me read. To read. Reka nsome iki gitabo. Please, we have too many things to teach you, please. Come and teach you. Nimuze tubigishe muzamure level zanyu. Ndikwakanga. I'm sorry if I am mocking you. To mock nugukanga, but I'm not mocking you. Nukubya byambabaje. Kwasanga umuntu ari hariya ari kuvuga ngo Kigali City. Ariko aho ngaho kuna akantu koroheje. Ahubwo urasanga umuntu ntashobora gutandukanya wenda urugero rice na lice nkuko nari maze kubivuga. Ntashobora gutandukanya leader na reader. Leader and reader. Leader ni umuyobozi. Reader ni umusomyi. Kikaba ikibazo gikomeye cyane. Good. Then come and learn English, please. Yes. Ibyo ni ibintu by'ikibazo. Umuntu aravuga disorder. Muri kinyejana. Disorder. We say disorder. Disability. We say disability. Ntabwo ibyo ari byo. Ugasanga umuntu ari kuvuga ngo equipment. I'm going to buy some equipments. We say equipments. Do you see that? Okay. Yes, we shall talk. Tuzaganira nimuramuka muje tukigana mu byukuri. Nkunda abantu nyine turi kumwe. Just I like people whom I am together with. Abantu turi kumwe. Good. Then you are going to know the differences among none of us, none of you, and none of them. We are going to get the difference among none of us, none of you, none of them. Good. But before, I would like to show you the word of today, which is pen. Pen tuzi kwa ikaramu. But pen nanone, this is a building or enclosure where domesticated animals are kept. Yes, or where domesticated animals contain. Aho inyamaswa zororwa ziba, especially sheep, cyane cyane intama. Aha tuhita muri pen. Ikiraro cy'intama tukita pen. Do you get it? Nice. Tukita pen. Another meaning for this word, irindi jambo cyangwa se ubundi busobanuro bw'iri jambo, pen is to write. To pen means to write a book. Kwandika nk'igitabo, you are penning that time. If you are writing a book, you are penning. That is to pen. Kwandika ukoresheje wenda nubwo uri gukoresha machine cyangwa se uri gukoresha ikaramu, no matter how you are writing that book, but when you are writing by using a pen, or when you are writing a book by using a pen or a kind of material cyangwa se ikindi kintu runaka uri kwandika tuzakoresha ko you are penning that time. For example, what are you doing at home? I am penning, which means maybe I am penning a book. I am writing a book. Yes, you can. It is used. It is used in English, my dear. Good. Yeah. Kuko biva kuri pen nyine y'ikaramu. Then to pen ni ukwandikisha ikaramu cyangwa se na machine ariko uri kwandika nk'igitabo. That time you are penning. Yes. She's penning. Yesterday I was penning. Tomorrow I will pen. Tomorrow I will pen. Yesterday I was penning. To pen. Nice. Good. The differences among none of us, none of you, none of them. Good. When I say none of us, this means that no one in our group. Yes, no one in our group, none of us. Nta numwe muri twe. Group ariko iyo abantu batatu cyangwa barenze batatu. We say none of them. None of us. We say none of us, none of you, none of them. When you are talking about the group that is more than 3 people. Yari group y'abantu babiri rero tuvuga neither of us, neither of you, neither of them. Nabyo tuzabireba. Good. Examples. None of us always goes with the third person singular. None of us ijyana na third person singular. Ijyana na verb iri muri third person singular. None of us is intelligent. None of us is poor. Nta numwe muri twebwe mu byukuri ufite ubukene. None of us is hungry. Nta numwe ushonje. Then none of us tuvuga no one in our group. Muri group yacu, our group. Then none of you means no one in your group. Muri group yanyu nta numwe wakora iki. None of them means no one in their group. Nta numwe muri group yabo wagira icyo akora cyangwa se wabishobora cyangwa se n'ibindi. Then none of us, none of you, none of them. For example, the father can say, father ashobora kuvuga, do you need food now? Ukeneye ibiryo ubu ngubu? Children can say, none of us needs food. We are very fed up, or we are fed up. When you say none of us needs food, he needs. Nta numwe uri ukeneye. Third person singular. Nta numwe ukeneye. Ntabwo avuga ngo none of us need. Needs. Muri past nibwo bitagaragara. None of us needed food yesterday. Nta numwe muri twe wari ukeneye ibiryo. But in simple present, it's better to put that S there. None of us needs food. We are fed up. Nta numwe ukeneye ibyo kurya turahaze. None of us needs food. We are fed up. Muri twe. None of us. Twe, nanjye ndimu. None of us. Good. Then none of you. It also goes with the third person singular in simple present. When you are talking about none of you, in simple present, try to use the third person singular. Uzakoresha third person singular, ukoresheje uri kuvuga none of you. When you are talking about none of you, try to use the third person singular, please. Good. Then students of the school A. Students of the school A bashobora kuvuga bati, we will beat you one day. Umunsi umwe tuzabakubita. Urumva ni students of the school A. Students na abanyeshuri b'ishuri runaka ntashatse kuvuga n'urugero. A irasimbura iryo shuri. Bashobora kubwira abandi bati, we will beat you one day. Umunsi umwe tuzabakubita. Then the students of the school B, abanyeshuri b'ishuri rindi, bakavuga bati, none of you is able to beat us. None of you is able to beat us. Nta numwe muri mwe. None of us nta numwe muri twe. But nta numwe muri mwe. None of you is able to beat us. nta n'umwe muri mwe ushobora kudukubita. None of you is able to beat us. Nice. Then here, none of them goes with the third person singular too. Nayo ijyana na third person singular kuko tuba tuvuga umuntu umwe. For example, I can say this here none, okay? Students of the school B can say none of you is able. Is, none of you is. Don't say none of you are able. No, don't say are able. None of you are able. No, none of you is able. Muri present ihita ijyana n'inshinga iri muri third person singular. None of you wants beer. None of you speaks English. None of you goes to school. None of you comes to visit me every day. None of you drinks water. None of you takes milk. None of you gets there on time. Nta n'umwe ugerayo ku gihe. None of you ihita ijyana na s inyuma muri present. Good. Then none of them goes with the third person singular too. Nayo ijyana na third person singular kuko tuba tuvuga umuntu umwe muri bo. None of them, nta n'umwe muri bo. My CEO wanjye ashobora kuvuga ati have they won the game? Ese batsinze wa mukino? Have they won the game? Umukino bawutsinze? Then her secretary, umunyamabanga we rero, her secretary, umunyamabanga we. Ubu my CEO ni igitsina gore, ni umugore cyangwa ni umudamu. Niyo mpamvu tuvuga her secretary. Ari umugabo weta tuvuga his secretary, umunyamabanga we kubera ko yaba ari umugabo. But here CEO, my CEO is a female. Is a female. Numo ni igitsina gore. Have they won the game? Then the secretary can say none of them has won the game. Won. Don't say won. Simple past of verb to win is won. None of them has won the game. We don't pronounce it as won. No, we say won. Good. None of them has won the game. None of them, nta n'umwe muri bo, has won the game. Watsinze umukino. None of them has won the game. Example, I can say none of us is rich in our family. Mu muryango wacu nta n'umwe ukize. None of us is poor in our family. Mu muryango wacu nta n'umwe ukene. None of us is silly in our class. Mu ishuri ryacu nta muntu n'umwe w'umuswa. None of us is short in our family. Mu muryango wacu nta n'umwe mugufi. None of us goes to school. Nta n'umwe ujya ku ishuri. None of us wants water. Nta n'umwe muri twe ugira ute ushaka amazi. None of us wants water. But none of you needs to speak English. Muri mwese nta n'umwe ushaka kuvuga Icyongereza. How will you get it? How will you speak it? None of you needs to speak English. Nta n'umwe ukeneye kuvuga Icyongereza. None of you wants to join our Zoom class. Muri mwese nta n'umwe ushaka kujoininga our Zoom class. But I think all of you want to join our Zoom class. Mwese murabikeneye. Ndabizi, I know that. Yes. Then none of them goes to the market. Nta n'umwe ujya ku isoko. None of them plays football. Nta n'umwe ujya ukina umupira w'amaguru. Iyo s ijyaho kuko tuba tuvuga uwo muntu nyine. None of them, muri bose, nta n'umwe. None of them plays football. Bose bakina tennis. All of them play tennis, but none of them plays football. Nta n'umwe ukina umupira w'amaguru. Good. Try to make, then try to create, try to formulate, try to write different sentences of your own so that you can get skills from this lesson, so that you can improve your level from this lesson. Kugira ngo uzamure urwego rwawe niba utaruzi none of us, none of you, none of them. Kora imyitozo itandukanye muri comment section. Hariya tujya twandika ama comment cyangwa se nawe ubikore mu rugo iwawe. Then after we are going to give you the saying of today. In English we say, mu Cyongereza turavuga ngo be the friend of your life every minute. Because no one else can be the friend of your life more than you can. Be the friend of your life every minute, because no one else can be the friend of your life more than you can. Ba inshuti y'ubuzima bwawe buri munota, kubera ko nta wundi ushobora kuba inshuti y'ubuzima bwawe kuruta uko wowe wabishobora cyangwa wabikora. Try to do that. Nta wundi muntu buri ukunda ubuzima bwawe kuruta uko wowe ubukunda. Ntabwo bibaho. I tell you the truth. Be the friend of your life every minute, because no one else can be the friend of your life more than you can. Ikunde rero, my dear friend. I am Teacher Jasper. We are together. Bye bye.